Hi, it's Jonny from Isaac, and we are back in the treehouse for another episode of Isaac Chats. And today we are joined by my good friend and actor, Zachary Sutcliffe.
Hi.
I got the Zachary in this time.
You got a Zachary.
I've started the trend.
See, I like it. I like it. Anyone who calls me Zachary, top of, like, you going in my will, you're invited to my wedding, all of it.
I love a wedding. I love a wedding. How have you been, Zach? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Yeah. Like, I'm getting, like, really back into the swing of all this acting stuff after lockdown, you know? So it feels good.
Good. How did lockdown treat you?
You know, man, a bit of mental health dips here and there, you know what I mean? Fearing the loss of my career, my sanity and my health, but we're good, man, you know what I mean? Good. We recover like I'm hoping everybody else does.
That's it, yeah. I think we don't know how good it is until we know how bad it is. That's all it is, isn't
Watch
it?
when I've got that tattooed on.
Yeah, I think that's what it's taught us more than all. But it is good to be out, isn't it?
It's good to be out.
Oh, it's good to be
It's good to not have a mask on and smell my own breath.
Yeah. Did you try it with gum? Did you ever chew gum?
And then sometimes, but then
hell.
I know. But the problem is when I'm chewing, like, because I'm not just gonna wear the blue mask. I like a nice black one, you know what I mean? So the one I had on, like, whenever I chew gum, it'd like come like below my nose, and I'd always be adjusting it. So sometimes
it's the fumes, mate. Like, if you just airways and you just eyes are streaming and you're trying to act normal with a mask on like that in a meeting. Yeah, totally. And it looks like you're weeping for the loss of your child or something. So, welcome to the treehouse.
Yeah, man, it's lovely.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I love it.
It's good. I know we've been chatting a bit because we've been doing your yellow chair, which was fabulous, by the way.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's good fun. But yeah, we're just starting to get people in here, Zach, and this is Zachary. Zach. I'll call you Zach for short, it seems
it's easy, you know what I mean? You're not invited to the wedding.
Shit, lost me invite. Yeah, we're just starting to get people in, mate. You're one of the first in.
Yeah.
We wanted to kind of just create. The idea is really, we did it last year for a bit, and then lockdown happened, and we thought, right, let's get this base right, and let's start again almost. But really, as YouTube and chats, it's all about like figuring out what makes creative people tick. About their, you know, how it all started for them, their inspirations, where they want to go, struggles, and it's just an honest look at how amazing yet fucking dog shit everything can be. You know, like, it's the highs and it's the lows.
It's the highs and lows, man.
And so that's kind of like what I really want to chat to you about. And I guess the easiest way to start is kind of like, where did it all start for you, bro?
It all started in, like, the most typical place you can ever imagine. I was in drama class in school, year 7, and this is kind of embarrassing to be honest. I love getting praised, innit? Just because, like, my drama teacher said to me once, "Oh, you're quite good at this." I'm like, "Yeah." Acting school immediately, you know what I mean? I'm trying to go to, like, what is it, stage 84 or something like that, some kind of thing. But you know, council estate things, you know how it goes, and it was just too expensive for another club for me to go to. You know what I mean? Like, I've tried karate, dancing, all that kind of stuff, and just fell out of love with everything. So there was no point paying all that money to go to some acting school that I was just going to end up dropping out of. So I found Matt Zena's acting classes. Yeah. And after my first lesson there, I got my first audition. From that first audition, I got my first role in a student film called Adventure Quest. Never came out, never got to see it, but I've had the bug since then. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's funny that right after that student film that I never got to watch, the next thing I did was Brothers Grimsby in South Africa with Sasha and Cohen. Wow. So, yeah, man, mad.
Just went from that to that in crazy. Nothing at all.
Crazy.
How old were you?
I think 13.
13, okay.
13, yeah, so like a good 7-8 year doing this now. But yeah, it was a good start for me really, because I really got to see, like, not the bottom end, because some student films I've done have been sick, but it really showed me the range of where I could, you know, be with this acting stuff, you know what I mean? I could be in Bradford doing a quick little 3-minute thing, or I could be out in South Africa for like 3 months, you know, you never know where it's going to take you.
Yeah. It's so exciting.
It's so exciting.
Well, fucking hell, talk about starting off with a bang. Like, so, Brothers Grimsby, great film by the way, and congratulations. It is fabulous, it's mad. I remember watching it, and I fucking love Sasha, I love what he does. Yeah. What was it like working with him?
I've seen, you know, his films like Borat and The Dictator and stuff before, and like with his level of comedy, his style of comedy, you'd expect him to be just outrageous constantly, you know what I mean? But yo, the guy is smart. He's so smart. Like, there was this one scene for the World Cup, and you know, like we're in this big stadium, and we've got like however many 300 extras, something like that. Tell me how this guy saw one of the extras up in these huge stands and said, wait, you had a different t-shirt on yesterday, and had him go change it into the right t-shirt. The guy is superhuman. Superhuman.
Just spotting even the smallest detail, boom, on it.
But I can see how much he cares about it, man, because the first week I did there, because I was meant to only be there for a week, and we did improv just on this couch, you know, with Sasha, Rebel, Mark Strong, all the kids, you know what I mean? And we just improv'd for a week and just kept changing the script, ripping scripts up, picking out the jokes that were a bit too much, you know what I mean? And what can I say, man? It was just like a sick creative experience, especially for one of my first times.
Yeah, that must be. And like, I think when you're first new to it as well, you're like a bit like a baby. You're trying to take everything in. And so to be at that level, when it's all still so new to you, you must have soaked so much shit in, you know what I mean? Like, I
like to think that it's hard, you know, because like, I do think I soaked a lot in, and I can definitely say that was the set where I learned a lot, but I'd say rarely I learned what I were in for.
Yeah.
Because at such a young age, and with so much, you know, like improv, and obviously so much of it not even making it into the final cut, it's like, I wish I could do something like that now that I'm older. You know what I mean? I wish I did that now at this age. You know what I mean? Because it is like a journey, man, and you pick stuff up, you learn stuff about yourself, and that's where I feel like the true place of an actor is. You know what I mean?
That's the bug, like you said, because you're forever kind of peeling away this idea of who you are. And then every job just shows another layer, and it's a deeper one.
It's weird.
But then you just want to take that and go on to the next job with it. And like you say, and some jobs can fucking, and like you say, we're talking about dream job now, and what a dream job. Some bad jobs out there.
There's some bad jobs out there, man.
Where you just like, you literally sat there and you're like, why the fuck did I get out of bed this morning? like, why did I even turn up here?
There was this one thing I did. I don't want to name it. I don't even know.
No, don't.
I'm not going to do nothing like that.
Keep it cash.
Yeah, keep it cash. But, for real, just like, you know when everything's just a bit like, how do I explain it now? You know when I do a shit take, and while I'm in the middle of it, I know it's shit. It's finished, I know it's shit. And before I even did it, I knew I was going to do shit. And I come to the director saying, yo, that was shit, can I do it again? And he's like, no, fabulous. I'm like, no, let me, you know what I mean?
Let me do me now,
Yeah, like, just, I feel like to, you know, get somewhere in this industry, you need to be such a perfectionist. And the people who are, clearly, go the furthest.
Yeah. No, totally. Could not agree more. What, so you're 13?
Yeah.
You've just got back from, I don't mean now. That would be funny though, wouldn't it? Yeah. You're 13 and you've just obviously gone South Africa, which must have been amazing.
Mad.
Whereabouts were you staying? Like, whereabouts were it kind of filming with it?
It's like I've said, innit? Kid from the council estate, you know what I mean? Big 5-star hotel, 13 on Orange. Like the first time I've seen like big like lifts where you can like see through like the glass to people in the lift. It looked like some out of Men in Black.
Or like an Arnie action movie, and you're waiting for it to like dive out of it.
It was lovely, man. There was a TV in my room, like in the middle of the room, and I was like, why is there a TV in the middle of the room? And it like swiveled so you could watch TV in bed or in the living room. It was mad. I loved it. But yeah, like I can't remember how long I did. I was meant to do just a week, but I stayed on actually for like a few more. Maybe I did like a month in Africa, something like that. And obviously, if you've seen Grimsby, I had the full shaven head. They won't let me wear a bald cap after all my pleading. But
That's great again though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because it's pushing you out your comfort zone at 13.
Oh,
and as soon as you
100%.
get out of that, you're looking back and you're going, well, I'll tell
Do
you
it
what,
again.
there's no way 17-year-old Zach had shaved his head. But 13-year-old were forced to.
Yeah.
And now I know that's a part of it. And I've
Yeah.
seen how good I look. And how quick my hair grew back. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly,
It's like
exactly.
you were
So
just
it's
forced
alright.
into a corner.
Yeah,
and
for real,
it's
man.
opened you up.
It was cool, yeah. I feel like the maddest thing really was like coming back. You know what I mean? I've come back to school, bald head, and I didn't tell nobody. So everybody's thinking like I got nits or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, been gone for a month.
Yeah, exactly. But then like the film came out, everyone realised, oh, that's why he shaved his head, and it was just this whole moment. That's when I realised like, yo, this is like what I'm here to do. I can't imagine myself doing anything else.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
man.
So let's say, so when you've come back, and obviously you're still at Mac, you're still going to drama classes.
Yeah.
You've got the real bug now. What happened next? Where did you go after that?
I just stuck with Matt. Like I really just stuck at it, you know. I can't really remember the whole like timeline of events, you know what I mean. But I'd say the next like real thing for me was, you know, keep auditioning, keep just doing everything I can, hitting classes. I tried taking my lambda. Isn't that the thing where like you try to speak properly? And stuff?
Yeah, pretty much.
It don't happen when you're from Bradford, man. But I'd say the next role that really like challenged me was this role that I did on No Offence, because there was like some, you know, heavy subject matter in that, and little like innocent me thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna go, it's gonna be such a good time. Nah, it was a good time, and it forced me to, I'd say, mature kind of early, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I feel like tackling a deeper role like that at a younger age it can be damaging if you don't tackle it right and you don't have the right people around you. But luckily, you know, my mum takes good care of me. I've got good friends, good family. But yeah, like...
Shout out to Mama Sutcliffe.
Shout out Mama Sutcliffe, man. Go down to Plant 1 Almy, Yorkshire in, where is it? John Street Market in Bradford. Lovely place, go buy a plant.
We need some more plants. I might go see you.
Go see it, man.
We'll
I'll give you a free cup of tea.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
But yeah, man, like I'm saying, like that role there is where like I really learned what it actually is to be an actor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you mean that in terms of were it kind of that wake up? Obviously, the role was demanding.
Yeah.
The subject's demanding. Did you also get that kind of you know, when you walk on set?
Yeah.
And there's that kind of, you could cut the tension with a
Yeah.
fucking knife.
Yeah.
Were that kind of a wake up for you? I mean, I've grown up on set, so I remember it being a bit of a shock for me. But for something like that, I could imagine it being quite a contrast to, you know, working with Sasha on improv and.
That's what I'm saying, because we're all laughing and joking with Sasha, you know what I mean? But like, there was this one scene where like I need to be like off my head. I need to be like flipping tables, shouting, getting restrained, and like it takes it out of you, man. Like physically, mentally, and like. Funny thing is, like as horrible as I felt like within myself doing roles like that, I still loved it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Felt a bit of a release, huh?
yeah,
Felt
yeah,
like a
actually.
release.
Yeah.
It's mad, like, it's funny, you said something earlier and it kind of got my brain ticking over, like, it's so true that doing a role at that age, and you're already your mind's already exploring so much, and you're deciding the person you're going to be, or more importantly, the person you're not, by making mistakes and shit.
Yeah.
And then you jump into a character like that, and you have to do that, you know, you're workshopping that yourself. Like you said, it's quite dangerous ground, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's dangerous, like, but all the more fun for the challenge. I'd never said turn away, but like you say, I can see it's tough to get something like that right at a young age.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. I'd say even now though, like, I just got off the set of, well, I said just got off, it was good like a few months ago now, but I just got off the set of Hollyoaks and Emmerdale, quick 2 little episodes, and really happy with Hollyoaks. I could have done better in Emmerdale, you know what I mean? So you keep learning, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
every time.
Of course you do. And the work fast soaps.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking earlier, and I do know you did an ep of Doctors, didn't you?
I did an episode of Doctors.
Right, so we were chatting, like, the last 2 that we had on, Nat and George, neither of them had done it. And I was like, well, the comedy behind Doctors is, and I love Doctors, I've done 2 episodes, great crew and that. Fuck me, is that fast? Is that fast?
Rapid.
Yeah, like,
Rapid.
I've just been on a Sky drama.
Yeah.
I think that a page took longer than a day did at Doctors. And it wasn't a complicated page. But it was that whole thing of like drama can sometimes be like, we get this right, there's a lot of money, slow down.
Yeah.
Doctors is that kind of thing of, go, go, go.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Did you notice that the speed, the difference?
I think because like my problem is like Doctors and Casualty kind of blend together for me.
That they do.
You know what I mean?
Hospital beds and
yeah,
gowns.
hospital beds, yeah, for real. But like I found Doctors to be quite on it. I found Casualty to be quite on it.
They know what they're doing, the crews that just know what they're doing on shows like that.
Yeah.
Get on with it, fit like gel. Everybody's lovely as well. Like,
that's what I've realised about film sets. I don't know why.
People
like,
fucking chill.
Maybe I'm just in a better mood because I'm on set, but like people are nicer on set than they are in real life. Yeah. You know what I mean?
They're all happy.
Yeah, they're all happy.
That's it. I think just because as hard as the day is, and as we all know, like it is hard, grueling hours.
Long days.
But where would you rather be? You know what I mean? That's the thing, and I think that everybody's like, even when they're knackered and they've had no sleep, or they've been editing all night, or it's been a 14-hour shoot and they've asked for another day, you are exhausted, but you get the right crew and the right cast. Yeah. Where else are you going to fucking be? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Get on with it. Couldn't agree more with you. How are things going at the minute then?
At the minute, things are cool, man, yeah. Like I said earlier, you know, after lockdown, I kind of had a bit of a scare, you know what I mean? I was thinking like, like what if like everything just like slows down to like a grueling halt and I can't really like get my way back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of decided to just like restart, you know what I mean? Like I'm 20 years old now. I'm not a child actor no more. Still look like a child, but I'm not a child actor no more. So I've just moved agencies. I've just kind of like focused on like really who, like you said, who am I? What do I bring to the table? Who do I fit? How do I fit into this whole industry? You know what I mean? And that's just kind of what I'm exploring right now, you know what I mean? And it's, so far, I'm happier than I've ever been.
Good.
Yeah.
I really like this, you know, you're trying to change the not identity, brand, really, innit? Yeah. But it's that whole thing of like you say, coming out, there's a lot of people who aren't even started at your age. And look at the things that you've done, you know, and the experience that you've got. But I'm totally with you that lockdown was tough for everybody. Yeah. But I think one thing that's shown is, and I'm only noticing this as things have started to fire back up, Note got watched more than TV during lockdown. And so everybody was just like, seriously, even if parents got Netflix, my dad's ringing me up going, making a murderer, the fucking vile. And we're like, Dad, it happened about 15 years ago. But it's got them so into it, and then they're still paying that subscription now. I can only imagine other people. The industry's gone boom, and I think what's good is that you've talked about you giving yourself a personal restart, and I think a lot of people are going through that. But the industry itself is, because overnight it's doubled. Yeah. So now you've got more TV being made than ever, which means they need more talent, they need more crew, and I'm finding I'm going on jobs either freelance or working as an actor for like this Sky job and other stuff like that. And because everything's growing so much, when it comes to, especially, everybody wants to be an actor, but when it comes to crew, it's quite a small world. I'm sure you'd have bumped into a lot of people going, what are you doing on this job?
The funniest thing, actually, so I worked on 4 O'Clock Club for 2 years.
Nice.
Which was lovely. Like, I loved 4 O'Clock Club.
Nice.
Really fun set. But, I feel awful, I can't remember his name. But there was this guy on the crew who had, like, sick hair. I just remember having sick hair. He always had this hat on with his sick hair going out the back of it. And, you know, finished up the shoot. Then, like, almost like a year later, there's filming going on at the top of my street. So I'm like, I'm an actor, I'm going to go speak to the director, I'm going to go try and get in the film. Got in it. The guy who I speak to is the guy from 4 O'Clock Club.
No way.
Just stood top of my road, you know what I mean?
Synchronicity, mate.
For real, man. For
but
real.
It's such a small world. Yeah. It is like everybody knows people from the crew. Rephrase that. Everybody goes from job to job, and crew-wise, everybody moves. It's smaller than you think. Yeah. But now that it's growing so much,
I might have to get on that myself, actually. You know what I mean? I'd like to do a little bit of crew work.
This is what I mean. Like thinking it. Sorry, I'm just checking that camera. Are we all good? Fabulous. So yeah, like you said about you trying out the crew, now's a great time for it, and I suppose people listening at home should know the same. Like, at the minute, because the industry's growing, there's more TV than ever, they're especially looking, there's more opportunity for actors obviously, but for crew, people, and from the ground up, you know, and the great thing is that there's people that have just started that are now already getting a boost up, because they're like, well, we need somebody to fill that level, and it keeps going up, and it's happening, I've seen it happening all over, and I think that over the next 6 to 12 months, you are going to see just a bigger increase in meetings or self-tapes or whatever it might be, because everybody wants TV at the minute.
Already, to be honest, like I've had free self-tapes this week.
Yeah.
Like,
this is what I'm saying, and I won't be surprised that he's going to keep coming.
Yeah, for real, now is the time.
And so what a time, you know, for you to start thinking about, you know, again, just more mentally than all. You know, where am I going next?
Yeah, but that's the whole job, man. It's all mentally. You know what I mean? It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's funny for me because, I mean, I started acting at a similar age as you. I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I was in Grange Hill for like 5-6 years.
Oh, yeah.
And I started that at like 11, 12.
Yeah.
But then, when I went from a kid into an adult, I did it through Corrie.
Oh,
really.
Yeah.
And so, which again were a different identity for me. My career went quiet for years, and you know, it was that usual Corrie lad, because I were a regular, kind of like get typecast and all that shit. And so I went through all that, but so I didn't have to go through this process of, but I have had actor friends who grew up with me, who had to go from this idea of, I need to rebrand myself, because like, I had a mate who did loads of work at a young age, but he were like, everybody wants to see me for being a kid. Do you know what I mean? And he's like,
exactly.
I need to get material now as a man, because I've had a few years break.
Yeah.
And now I need to come back and I need to re-identify what I am about and how can I sell that.
Yeah, and that's the hardest bit, like especially for me right now, because I feel like I'm kind of caught between two worlds. Because it's like, on one hand, it's like I'm about to go 21 in June. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, I'm a man. I need to drive, get a mortgage, but like on camera, yo, I still look like a kid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And that's what you've got to sell. That's
how
it.
I've got to sell it. So how do I sell like little man? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard finding like the sweet spot.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And you can't turn away what you are either, because even though it gets in your fucking nerves, it does get in your nerves, because you're just like, I don't want to be stoner comedy sidekick. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do that in real life. Like, I want to do something different. And it's the same for you, like you say, like you're a 20-year-old bloke now. But I imagine you have a shape and you cut your hair a bit and I put you in a school uniform. You'd be totally perfect for a naughty boy year 11, and you legally can do whatever I fucking want to do to you, because you're not a kid. I don't mean that like in a weird way, but like I could push you off a building and I don't have to worry about a stuntman.
No, of course not.
Or I can have you kissing somebody or doing adult storylines that are based on kids. So you are a proper find in that way. But at the same time, like you say, you've got this battle, haven't you?
Exactly. So I'll never be able to be about man like this. You know what I mean? Robin?
I don't know though, but like, you know, you're so young and you're going to be blown away that in the next 10 years, whilst it might be a few extra years of you been this thing that you feel like, I've got a lot of material in that, you just got to wait and let the world do its business.
Yeah, for real. It's all just a case of like, you do what you can with what you got in a minute.
That's it, yeah. And it'll all develop. I've got more than enough faith in you.
Oh, thanks, man.
I do. I think you're great. I think you're great. I think pushing on to, we have worked together, but really, like just for like an afternoon, really.
Yeah.
You came and did a show reel with us when we first started, and I really like. You're intense.
I'm intense.
Like on set.
Oh yeah.
Intense. Yeah. And I like that. It was just that whole idea of, and again, don't get me wrong, we had a couple of quite heavy scenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just brought this real kind of like focus and intensity to it, also while kind of obviously exploring it all and figuring it out. And I think especially the American scene.
Yeah.
I just thought you were fabulous. I really did. And it was great to work with you. And obviously you've done quite a lot already. And I suppose you've already kind of talked about this rebranding a bit when we did that, because you were like, I'm not 13 anymore, I'm 16 or 17, and I want to do something.
I've been doing this for years.
No, but you know what I mean, as in, you go through different stages, don't you?
Yeah.
And it was nice to be a part of that, but obviously it was clear to me that when I saw it, I was like, well, I don't think this kid's got much to worry about, so just keep going, bro.
That's nice to hear, man. Thank you.
Keep going, mate. Keep going.
And that was cool, man. No, I remember that little show reel thing. That was sick, man.
Yeah, it was good little bit of fun, and we kicked it out in no time. And that's back when it was just me and Ruby.
Yeah.
And that were Ruby's. Hey, I tell you what, that were Ruby's first day that she worked for me.
You couldn't tell.
And said,
you couldn't tell. Good.
She was on it, wasn't she?
Yeah,
and that's obviously why she's never left. Funny world. I mean, Zach, it'd be great to get you back in for a chat later on when you've got more coming up, and obviously, hopefully, we'll see you at the party.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
It's
man,
been
I'm all
amazing
over
to
it.
see you. I think you've got a great future ahead of you. I've really enjoyed the chat, and thank you for coming.
Nah, man, thank you for having me.
Anytime. You have been fabulous.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And that's it for another episode of Isaac Chats. If you want to check out more episodes just like Zach's, you can head over to www.IsaacWho.com. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you all soon. Big love from me and Zach.